So it's Vlogmas day 21 and I'm getting ready to go to work because some of us are still working during a pandemic, even if we're anxious or we're depressed. Like, some of us still have to work to pay for the things that we have. I can't go on unemployment, so still gotta work. And I thank God for that. Thanks. Because, I don't know, not everyone's able to work right now. Some of us, I still have mental health issues too, and I'm still going to work. But it's like, some people are always just like in their little sad boat and looking for boring things to fight about. Talking about my family, I don't know. I have my own opinion, and I feel like all my family is attacking me because of my videos saying that they were fake. But and I may have expressed it incorrectly, but what I mean by fake is like, I don't feel like hanging out with anybody right now. The holidays are stupid. Like, they've always been a bad place for me because I didn't have my family around for like 10 years. While they were running around doing their own life, I was by myself, and I had to put together my own little family of friends. There was many times I did like a whole Thanksgiving and took it to a party because that's where all my friends were, because I didn't have a family. And I feel like it's disrespectful for them to forget how they abandoned me like that. And then now that we're kind of getting close together again, everything's okay, nothing ever happened. That's not how it was. That may have been how you interpreted it or you experienced it, but in my life, I was abandoned, I was alone. So I don't understand how my family's just like picking at me now, and they're just like, oh, I can't believe you called us fake. And I'm like, well, we have to rebuild all of those relationships. I don't trust you guys like that anymore. I trusted my family many times when I moved to Albuquerque to help me, to protect me, to help me. I could have been a nurse a long time ago, but I came up here, lost my place to live because my family chose other family instead of me. So I had to figure out my life, and then I had to move back to Roswell. Like, there's things that everyone's got this really short memory of things, how they hurt me. I don't understand how you guys expect me to just forget about all of that. I'm done talking about my family. So yeah, I get to go back to my normal clinic. I think I clipped my toenail too short and now it really hurts. So I wrapped it up and put some medicine on it. But yeah, so I don't know. Life is just really weird right now, and I'm sick of all these people coming into the hospital and you're talking to them and they're like, oh yeah, it's from Thanksgiving, or oh yeah, 4th of July, and I'm still sick. Like, do you guys not understand what happens whenever you guys get around other people? Like, people get sick. They are all getting coronavirus because people are hanging out. There's people that are like, I don't understand people right now. And it's so frustrating because I went and I experienced a COVID unit, and you see how sad and terrible these people are doing. And here's people are, let's hang out for the holidays. And I'm just like, I feel guilty because, I don't know, I feel like you should hang out with your family on the holidays, but not during a pandemic. And it's like, people don't seem to understand, and it's not difficult to understand. These aren't big concepts of life. Like, it's just like, hey, protect each other. Quit being selfish with yourself. I don't understand. I don't understand. So I'm excited to be going back to work today. My vaccine stopped hurting, so that's pretty cool. And then I have iced coffee and stuff. You know how us gays like iced coffee. But I need to go because it's already 7 o'clock. I already did my little rant. Sorry, family. I don't know what you expect from me. I've been hurt a lot. I've been trauma a lot. And there's this thing, and I saw it on TikTok too the other day, where after you've been traumatized so many times, other people's emotions don't mean anything to you. So I know you guys think I'm like some monster or something, but it's just, I've been hurt so many times, I don't feel anything anymore. So do with that information what you will. I'm just trying to live my life, buy myself cute things. We got a house. Buy Mop some braces because she's got crooked teeth. I don't know. I just wish everyone would just chill out and like leave each other alone, recognize the signs, have some situational awareness that maybe not everyone wants to look at each other during the holidays. I just want to spend time with my little family that I have because they've been here longer than everyone else. They've been through thick and thin with me, and that's all I have left. God, this is so stupid. Hi. So just in case I don't get a chance to film anything later, I had an epiphany just now where, well, it was earlier today because I got really, really sad, and I'm like, why am I so sad again? Like, I felt like really sad, and I think it's because yesterday I was taking care of all these patients and I couldn't really help anybody because they were like running off and like not being helpful to themselves. One of them was really cool, but the other ones I was just like, why can't I help any of these people? And that's part of nursing, right? Like, you give so much of yourself, and they always tell you don't expect anything back from these people. And I had gotten really good about it and impatient, where I was like, my one goal is for today is to have someone say thank you, and that was it. That's all I expected, was one person in a 12-hour shift to say thank you, and that's it. I forgot to do my normal stuff yesterday when I was working, and I felt so dead inside. Like, I felt like empty, like they took everything from me. And then excuse me, and then I was thinking about it. I was like, why am I still so sad about this? Like, this makes no sense to me at all. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I had a epiphany where I was sitting there and I was like, it's because it reminded me of taking care of my mom. Like, sitting there, she got to go home towards the end of her life, and she was home on hospice, but it was like taking care of her and moving her and flipping her, you know, like flipping back and forth and like moving her up in the bed, because it was difficult for my family to help with that. It was just difficult. So like, I was doing a big chunk of it. Like, every day I'd run over there, and like in the afternoon, time to change mom, do the wound care, and everyone knows how to do everything. It was just hard for everyone to do it. So it just reminded me of taking care of my mom, and like the burden that was for me and my family. Whatever, they're dealing with it their own way, but like for me, like having to help with that was like a privilege for me. Like, thanks for allowing me to do that, Mom. But at the same time, it was like, it was really hard on me, especially for someone who had that weird relationship with their mom that I wish I could have had a better one, but I don't. And it's unfair for everyone to pick on me because of that, because it didn't happen to them. I guess you could say, like, I had a different relationship with my mom, and I took a lot of abuse, and everyone's like downplaying it, like, you shouldn't talk like that about mom. But it's like, it didn't happen to you. How would you know my experience? Because it happened to me. Like, there was just different experiences when we were younger, and that's my story to tell. Like, I don't understand why everyone's trying to get into my business and tell me what I should and shouldn't be posting on my YouTube channel, because it's my video diary. Like, I don't understand where that comes from or where that comes in, because it's really no one's business but my own. What I want to post and all of that. Anyway, so I was just thinking about that today, and I was just like, wow, like, that's a lot. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned some of this earlier in my other post or my other video that I did this morning, because it's been weighing heavy on me. And it's not that I'm talking mess about my mom, or I think, because I do think she could have done better. She could have done better, but she had mental issues herself, mental health issues, and those transfer to your kids. Like, I know there's other people in my family with anxiety and depression. Like, I'm pretty open with mine because I don't want it to feel stigmatized for everybody, as it already is. So like, I'm pretty open with my mental health journey, but not everyone's ready to do that. So it's just very interesting to me how I related all of that stuff, and like, I couldn't do anything for my mom. We gave her morphine towards the end, and I was the one that was giving her that last dose of morphine. And it's like, I took that burden upon myself to do that, because I don't think my family, anyone else could have been able to do it without suffering severe like psychic damage or damage to their self, their soul. Like, I don't know if anyone could have been able to deal with that, especially now that I'm seeing how everyone's dealing with her passing. I'm glad I took that burden upon myself to do that, because I know baby nurses, they're always scared to be the one that delivers that last dose. But if it's someone's time, it's someone's time. No matter what you do, no matter how great of a nurse you are, if it's someone's time to go, that's when they're gonna go. And it's not you providing that last dose of morphine, it's everything that led up to it. So it's like that, thinking that in your mind, if it would have been any of my other family members, I don't know how they would be dealing with it right now, because they're having such a hard time dealing with the passing. So I knew that, and I took that burden upon myself. And I just think it's so interesting how people deal with death and loss. And anyway, I gotta go pick up Aaron's Christmas present, because last year I guess he got a lollipop or something. He told me not to get him something, or I like bought him something or gave him money or something. I know I got him something, but he's saying like he didn't get anything, so I'm gonna go get him his Christmas present. And then I don't know, I was just gonna give my family money, because I don't know what anyone wants. I don't know, like I don't want to feel like manipulated into hanging out with people during a pandemic, especially since I feel like someone in our family just got COVID. So I don't know, I'm happy with my life, I'm happy with everything right now. Just stuff comes up and I have a hard time dealing with it, as I think most normal people would. Anyway, that's my rant for the car, because I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay, so there's all kinds of cars parked on the side of the road looking for the Star of Bethlehem, but I think Aaron's too sick to see it, so I'm gonna try to take pictures or something. Is it to look in the northeast or southeast? Good thing we got 2 balconies. Mops, do you want to come? Well, I don't see nothing. Am I looking in the right spot? Is it over there? Aaron's really into space, so he had this app, and he said that's the Star of Bethlehem.
That's Jupiter, the moon. Jupiter's right below Capricorn. Cygnus.
So we'll be in the age of Aquarius, right? I've been singing about it for years.
Right.
Hercules.
That's it. And you can see it right next to it.
Oh, my camera can't see that far. So yeah, too bad your telescope doesn't work. I'm trying to get these things. So I have not even edited or anything yesterday's, because I had some wine and I had a good night and I had fun and I did nothing important at all. I looked at the Star of David, Bethlehem, whatever it was. There was like a ton of cars pulled over on the side of the road yesterday. So I was like, what? Like, it was a big thing. So that was really cool. But I don't have time to edit and do anything important today, so. Oh, and I accidentally left my camera out overnight. That's why it's all foggy. So I'll talk to you guys later once I get home from work. Bye. So I really just got done trying to educate my fellow mental health employees on dealing with crazy people. Cause like there's this bus stop where we wait for the shuttle. I'll put a clip of that at the end of my video. But like that's where a lot of people, when they leave, they think it's a bus stop, and they're crazy folks. So a lot of them ride the shuttle or ride the city bus and stuff. So like they don't know. And one of them was stuck over there just now, and he was like, "Rebel, rebel, 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 rebel." So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not interested in pushing up on no one today, so I'm gonna stick my ass over here. And I gave him his space, because a lot of the times it's space, it's those nonverbals that you can do for people to like space and silence. Those are my favorite ones because I don't even need to go into that right now because I'm telling a story. But so yeah, they were like popping off on him, and I was like, just leave him be, let him be. And then this lady, she kept like going into his space, invading his space direct from his front. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe just leave him alone. And she's like, well, his medicine is on the floor. And I was like, he doesn't want his medicine. He doesn't have to take his medicine. She's like, well, that's expensive medicine. I'm like, I know it's expensive medicine. Leave him be. So then he starts cussing and screaming, and like you can see him backing up because there's like a lot more people coming out to wait for the shuttle at that point. And I'm just like, everyone just back up, give him his space. And I'm like trying to say this, and I'm in civilian clothes, I'm not in scrubs. So I'm like, I don't feel like pushing up on this dirty little man. He just got out of the hospital. If he's crazy, maybe he's a finger painter. I don't want his little hands in my face, on my ears. Like, you never know where these people are. So I was like, just give him his space, give him his space. And everyone kept popping off. Do I have to sit here and listen to this since I'm clocked out? And I was like, well, you're in UNM scrubs. You're in the hospital's property right now. He's on the sidewalk and you're not. So you got to be kind of careful with that. And then they're like, and some of these people will just press your buttons to see how far they can press. It's called testing, to see like how they can piss you off or get a reaction out of you. So what you do is like avatar-ing, you do your co-face, and you're just like, I'm not gonna react to you. Not gonna react to you, which is something I have a really hard time doing. So I'm working on it, but I was like, just leave him be. And it's like, this little dude finally, he was like, you guys took my lighter, fuck you, neener, neener, neener. And I'm like, okay. And then he's all, F you bitches, na 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 na. And then I was like, okay. And then they're like, are you gonna do anything? And I was like, no, and we shouldn't do anything either. So then again, they go up and they're like, what about all his medicine? I just filled that thing's like $100. And I was like, okay, well, you're gonna pick up someone else's medication, you're gonna take it inside, sign it out to somebody, do a PSI for a patient safety and patient safety net or whatever they call it. And then, well, no. And I was also, stop getting involved. If he wants to be out here acting a fool, let him be out here acting a fool. Unless he pops up and gets one of you guys, I am not going to step in and push on somebody for no reason. So then he's like, F this, and he's like walking away, and then everyone starts, and I'm like, no, just let him escape, let him have his escape route, just let him be. So then everyone's just like, what do you know? And I'm like, come on, guys. Like, I literally went through a class on how to de-escalate these type of situations, how to get out of these folks' way, because they don't know. That's the thing, like, they don't know. And it's not their fault that they're messed up in the head like that. They do present a clear and present danger, but at that time, I didn't feel he was dangerous. He was scared, and he was trying to push everyone away. It's fine. You don't have to engage with every person you see in your life. Especially now, because what if he's COVID and we missed it? You know? Just a cute little story after work. Anyway, alright, on the way home, I gotta edit all kinds of video because I didn't post mine yesterday. Sorry. But, I was just having too much fun yesterday, and I gotta check on Erin, my big sister. She told me she had COVID. So Erin's feeling sick, so I'm like, shit, now I have 2 people to watch. Like, what am I supposed to do? Ooh. And then my other, I'm not gonna say any names, but I've had like 3 people, because I'm very open with my mental health crises, and like I see someone acting a fool on Facebook, I'm like, here's a suicide hotline. There's literally someone always there. They will talk to you. So like I've had like 3 people now like reach out for me for mental health. How do you say that? Like resources. And this last one, like I've known them for like a long time, since before I knew Aaron. And they're like one of those friends you pop back in and it's just like you never left them. Like that's it. Like it's like your best friends again. And those are real friends, I feel like, to me. The ones that you have to work really hard on and like, oh, you're so pretty. Like that stuff bugs me. So I'm glad I have other friends in the world that I don't have to like massage their ego every time I see them. But it was just like, I get it. So I'm glad that people do reach out to me and feel like I'm an approachable person when it comes to this. Because I know I have an acerbic tongue, I have a acerbic personality, I have a sharp little tongue, and I'm not super warm all the time, but if you guys need something, let me know. I'm happy to try to help you in whatever ways that I can. But I felt really privileged today, like, that my friends thought that I was a safe space to bring something like that up, and that's something that puts you in a very vulnerable headspace. And I'm just like, I feel so privileged that my friends have been doing that, and that I feel like I've been able to give them resources and guidance and just be like, you know what, it's not just you, it happens to a lot of us right now, especially right now. But I feel like maybe I am where I'm supposed to be. You know, like, I'm where I'm supposed to be. Anyway, I'm not crying again on camera. Okay, guys, I will talk to you later if I don't get to update. Thanks for running around with me on Vlogmas. I'm sorry it's so gross, but next year when we're doing fucking cool shit, running the world, acting like fucking idiots, we can look back on this video and see how bad it was and how much we should appreciate what we got. Alright, I love you guys.